beginners. It's gentle. If you're a beginner, it's perfect for you. If you're not, if you want to add anything to what I'm going to be practicing today with you, feel free to do that. This is your practice. Otherwise, maybe just enjoy the fact that it's not going to be too hard and very stretchy. And we're actually going to start with the stretch. So a couple of things that I will need of you is obviously a mat or some comfortable space that you can sit on. And if you do not have a strap, you're not flexible enough, have a towel available, so that can help you. And possibly if you don't have yoga blocks, grab a couple of books, make sure that they're hardcover, and we're gonna start. All right, so go ahead and sit up straight with your legs in front of you. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. And as you do that, inhale as you shrug your shoulders, and exhale as you draw them back. One more time. And exhale. Reach your arms, palms facing down, away from your shoulders. Keep them nice and strong. Take another inhale, shrugging your shoulders. And exhaling, finish that rotation again. Your back is slightly arched. There's a lot of effort right now. Go ahead and lean forward, keeping your back as straight as you can. Reach your arms forward. See if you can grab your toes with your hands. If you cannot, this would be a good time to grab your towel and put it around your feet and gently pull yourselves in. The connection I'm looking for is between your chest and your toes, which basically means I really don't want you rounding your back. I'm going to turn around and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Don't round your back, because as you do that, your forehead and your heart are going to start stooping down, and I'm interested in them being open and forward. Inhaling, opening up, and exhale and folding just a tiny bit more. Don't worry if you're not flexible enough and it's hard for you to do. That's what this practice is about, getting more comfortable with how flexible you are and how you grow stronger. Good. Lift up again. Your back muscles are constantly engaged, and you're going to go ahead and bend your left knee, lift your left foot, never mind the strap, clasp your hands on the bottom of your foot, just like so, and you're going to start pressing your thigh into your chest as you're lifting your chest towards your thigh. Good. From here, very gently, you're going to start straightening your leg, but you don't have to straighten it all the way if you can't. Good. Bend it again. You're only bending it to about 90 degrees. This is your inhale. And with an exhale, you're straightening it again. Your toes are tucked in. One last time. You're inhaling and you're exhaling into as straight as a leg as you can without rounding your back. Go ahead and bend that left knee and slide your foot back all the way in front of you. Roll your shoulders up, back and down again. Reach your arms, draw them to the sides, and again, roll your shoulders up, back, and down. This is just to remind you where your back should be. Drag your right foot down towards your pelvis. Your knee is now towards your chest. Lift your foot and grab it from the sole of your foot. Press your knee towards your chest and almost towards your underarm, and press your chest forward. Now that you have established that your back is very engaged, you're going to take a nice deep inhale, and with an exhale, we're going to try and straighten the leg. Inhaling again in 90 degrees and exhaling, straightening. Inhaling one last time and exhaling, straightening. Very nice. Good. We're gonna release that. Bend both of your legs. And we're gonna do something that is going to be a little bit kind of a balancing thing. If it's too hard, just use your hands and lift your legs and try and find your balance. If you think you can, what I'm interested in is you grabbing your toes and straightening your legs as far as they would go and holding this balance. So you're basically on your tailbone for 3 full breaths. Let's try. Whichever variation you can have works with me. If you think you can straighten your legs all the way, please do. One more breath here. Wherever you are, go ahead and release your legs again in front of you. And we reach our arms up and to the sides again. A little bit more open now. You should be feeling your back. Lock your knees if you can. Inhale, rotate to the left. Come through the center with an inhale and rotate to the right. Come again, inhale, rotate to the left. Again through the center, rotate to the right. And one last time, inhaling to the left. Exhaling through the center, inhaling to the right, neck is really long, and exhaling forward. This time, I want you to lean forward, drop your hands on the floor or anywhere on your legs, doesn't really matter, around your back, and give yourself a little bit of a break here. Breathe into the distance between your shoulder blades. You're really expanding your rib cage. Your back is round and very long. With your next inhale, go ahead and lift. You're feeling your back muscles warmed up and working. Draw your feet towards you. Now, you will be at the front of the mat at this point in time. And you're gonna come into a crouching position here. Help yourself with your hands. And get ready to lift into chair pose right away, which basically means that you're going to press yourselves halfway up, place your heels on the floor, and then keeping your hips low, you're going to lift your chest up and your hands are going to be at your heart center. 2 more breaths, please. 1 more breath. And lift all the way up. Good. Should felt that your back is now open. Your legs are a little bit more warm. Reach your arms all the way up. And from here, go for swan dive. Come into chair pose again. 3 breaths. So just a tiny bit lower each time. Test yourselves. I'm going to turn that you can see what I'm doing. I'm squeezing my knees into each other, and I'm squeezing my ankles into each other. 1 more breath. And I'm lifting all the way up again. Reach your arms. Draw your arms behind your ears just a tad, and again, swan dive. So you're maintaining that curvature in your spine, and your arms are going all the way down. As soon as you come into your forward fold, 1 more time, come into your chair pose. See if you can drop your seat a little bit lower and your chest just a tiny bit higher. Separate your chest from your pelvis. Open things up, the back is arched. 1 more breath. And lifting all the way up. Yes, reach your right arm up. and left one. Go ahead and step on your mat, nice and wide. You are in the center of it. Open up your arms again, back is arched. Inhale, and with an exhale, come only halfway. So your body is parallel to the floor. Do not drop your head, pull your shoulders back. We're gonna go for a rotation. You're gonna try and reach your right hand to your left foot or ankle, reaching your left arm in the opposite direction. One more breath. Come back through the center with an inhale. And with an exhale, left hand reaches to your right foot or ankle and right arm reaches toward the ceiling. One more breath. Reach your arms again to a T. And from here, reach your arms toward me, please. So now you should definitely feel that the back side of your legs is working. Stay with me. 2 more breaths. One more breath. Reach your arms away from each other and keeping your back very engaged, lift all the way up again. Very nice. So I hope that you felt it both in your back, in the back side of your legs as well as in your actual back. Go ahead and rotate your right foot out and bring your left heel slightly diagonal. We're going to go ahead and find our triangle pose, and we're going to go nice and easy. This is where you might want to use the blocks or the books. So go ahead and reach your arms once again to a T. I want you to imagine that there is a wall behind you. Bring your hips slightly to the left. Reach your right arm as far out as you possibly can. And once you have reached that, I want you to go ahead and drop your hand. If you can reach the floor, that's awesome. If you cannot, place your hand on the block or on your book and reach the opposite arm, with your left arm in this case, all the way toward the ceiling. We're going to stay here for 2 more breaths. And I want you to see, unless you're really worried about your balance, see if you can turn your head and look at your left thumb. 1 more breath. Good. And from here, I want you to imagine that somebody's pulling you up by your left arm as you're lifting. And of course, you're using your core muscles to do that. Very nice. Rotate your right foot in, rotate your left foot out. Now establish the diagonal position for your right foot and totally straight one for your left. And again, you're still going along that wall behind you. Shift your hips now to the right. Open them up and lean as far as you possibly can with that left hand and start to fold forward, or rather to the left side. And see if you can place your hand on the floor or on the block, reaching your right arm in the opposite direction. And if you are okay looking at your right thumb, please do. If that bothers your balance, don't worry about it. 1 more breath. And then from here, you're lifting first up with your right arm, reaching, 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 and then coming back. Beautiful. So that was our triangle pose. We're going to go ahead and return back to that triangle pose on the other side. So your right foot is going forward, your left heel has moved, left leg is diagonal, left hip once again goes out, and you're reaching with your right arm as far as you possibly can. And when you're ready, you're going to go ahead and drop your hand on the floor or on the block. Very nice. From here, we're going to go for a little bit of a rotation. You're going to bring your left hand down on the floor on the inside of your right foot and rotate your hips so that they're facing forward. So your invisible wall is now on the right side. Bring your hands to your hips. Your hips are square. Your back is still very flat, possibly even arched, and lift all the way up. We went from our triangle pose into our pyramid pose. Very nice. We're going to come all the way back down the same way, reversing it. Going forward, dropping our hands on the floor on the blocks, rotating left hand up and bringing our left hip out, belly out, lift all the way up. Coming back through the center. Pivot your feet now in the opposite direction. Left one is looking away, right one is diagonal. Coming forward, folding in, and your left hand is now on the outside of your left foot. Whether it is on the floor or on the block, doesn't really matter. Keep your legs really locked in the knee. Inhale. And with an exhale, right hand comes on the floor, right hips comes forward, left one back. Beautiful. Pull your shoulders back, release your hands and place them on your hips. Inhale, keep your back as arched as you possibly can. Lift up. You're pressing into that left foot in order to do that. It's working really hard for you. Keep your balance. Inhale. And with an exhale, we're reversing this sequence. Coming down, release your arms, hands are on the floor, on the blocks, on both sides of the left foot now. Release your right arm up toward the ceiling. And from here, lift right arm right up. And go ahead and come back. Beautiful. Now that everything is a little bit more open, go ahead and give me another big rotation in your shoulders. Inhale, coming forward, right hand towards your left foot. Come through the center, inhale, rotate right away with an exhale. Inhale again, and exhale, right hand to your left foot. Inhale. Keeping your upper body really strong and rotate. One last time. Inhale through the center, right hand, left foot. Inhale through the center, left hand, right foot. Inhale through the center and lift all the way up. Beautiful. All right. So I hope that when you did this this last time, it was easy to reach your hand a little bit farther toward the opposite foot because you're a little bit more open. Very nice. Good. Reaching all the way up. And this time I want you to lean to the right side of your body and see how far you can go. It would be really great if you could have a mirror somewhere nearby. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Next inhale. We're coming through the center, and with an exhale, leaning to the left. And again, just reach as far as you can. And I want you to try and remember how far you're going. 1 more breath. Lifting all the way up. And beautiful. All right. Bring your hands to your heart center. The back is open. We're going to start opening up our inner thighs. So we're going to go ahead and heel toe our feet just a tiny bit farther out. Go ahead and bend your left knee. Place your hands on the floor and go as low as your left knee allows you. I want you to feel a really nice stretch in your right inner thigh. Most likely your left heel is going to come off the floor. If for one reason or another you cannot come all the way down, listen to your own body and please modify. Helping yourselves with your hands. You're going to lift your hips up, keeping your knees somewhat soft, and draw your body in the opposite direction. So this time your right knee is very bent. and your left leg is super straight and you're feeling a nice stretch in your left inner thigh. There's a reason why we're doing this, because we're going to go into the next section where we're going to be using our inner thighs to open up into our goddess. Once again, coming all the way up, coming to the left. You can stay here, or if you can't, reach your right hand and grab your right toes. 3 breaths. Release your right hand if you were holding your right foot and come to the right side of your body. Once again, see if you can reach and grab your toes, this time with your left hand. I'm going to remove my strap here. 2 more breaths for you. Very nice. And from here, go ahead and release it. Come to the center. Heel toe your feet just a little bit closer to each other. And what I want you to do is bring your heels closer and your toes out. Place your hands on your thighs. Straighten your arms, drop your hips. Your shoulders will come up to your ears, and that's fine. And you're going to go ahead and drop one shoulder with an inhale. Come up, and with an exhale, drop the opposite shoulder. And as you do that, continue to drop your hips. Let's do that again. And again. And one last time. My first shoulder, in my case, is left, and the opposite shoulder. Now get ready, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming through the center. We're pulling our shoulders back, soften your elbows. Now it's just all about your legs. Start to lift up your upper body. If you need to take a break at any point in time, just straighten your knees. Otherwise, stay low. I want you to reach your arms behind you, clasp your hands, and open up your chest. Keeping your hips as low as your body allows you. Release your arms, your elbows bend, and your hands are now facing the ceiling. This is our goddess. 2 more breaths, please. I know your legs are shaking. Probably stay with me. 1 more breath. Hands to your heart center and release. Very nice. So, inner thighs not only are open, but also starting to work. We'll do this again, but we're going to add a little bit of a movement. Anything becomes uncomfortable, take more frequent breaks. Ready? Opening up into our goddess, sitting back down. Open up your arms. Inhale. Go ahead and draw your body to the left side of your body side. Place your left forearm on your left thigh and reach your arm over your head. Support your body with that left arm and your left thigh. 1 more breath. Keep your knees bent as you come through the center with your next inhale. And with an exhale, come to the right side. Right forearm on your right thigh and left arm is over. Try not to bring that left arm in front of your face. Please bring it back. Draw it somewhere close to the level of your left ear. And don't sink into your right shoulder. Good. Coming back to the center. Finding our beautiful goddess again. And lifting back up. Hands to your heart center. If you have lost your breath, this is a perfect time to readjust it. So now we're going to put everything together, and that is going to become nice long flow now that we have done so much to our legs and now that we have opened them. So you're going to still stand wide-legged, Your right foot is going to go all the way to the right. Your left is going to go diagonal. Your arms are going to be at a T. Go ahead and bring your hips to the left side of your body. Reach to the right. And drop your right hand on the floor, on the back side of your right foot, or it may be a block. 2 more breaths. Once again, if you can look at your left thumb, please do. From here, bring your left arm over your head and then down as you're rotating with your chest towards your right knee. Very nice. Roll your shoulders back. Place your hands on your hips. If you want to challenge yourself, bring your arms overhead. Inhale and lift up. Your arms are either above your head or on your hips. Your hips are facing in the same direction as your right foot. Very nice. Inhale. And with an exhale, reaching with your chest or with your arms forward. And then bringing your hands down on the floor. Lift your left arm up. Left hip opens up. Somebody is lifting you up by that left arm, and you are coming back into your triangle pose. Rotate your right foot diagonal, your left foot diagonal. Drop into your goddess. Rotate your palms to face the ceiling. Inhale, and with an exhale, reach your left arm onto your left thigh and right arm over your head. From here, with an inhale, go ahead and return back into your goddess. Good. Inhale, we're reaching in the opposite direction. Left arm. Very nice. Strong core. Inhaling, opening into goddess. Bring your hands to your heart center. Good. The right foot now rotates diagonally. Left one straight. Arms at a T. Right hip goes all the way to the right. You're reaching your left arm and you're bringing your left hand on the floor on the block on the outside of your left foot. You're looking up if available. 3 breaths. Reach your right hand, place it on the floor on the block on the inside of your left foot. Rotate your hips and your chest towards your left knee. Either with your hands on your hips or above your head. You're going to take an inhale and with an exhale, lift all the way up. You can keep your hips, hands on your hips. Keep your back really, really arched. Inhale, lift through your chest. And come all the way back down. Beautiful. Hands are back on the floor, on the blocks. Right arm rises. And now somebody is lifting you once again up by your right arm. And you're coming into your triangle pose. Go ahead and pivot your feet. Once again, heels are closer. Toes are away from each other. Drop. Keep your arms exactly where they are. Rotate your palms so that they face back. I'm sure you can drop your hips a little bit lower by now. They're really open. For your next 10 very short breaths, you're going to be pulsing air back away from you, like you want to get somebody out of your life. Ready? Beautiful. Arms once again, up and release. Whew. I hope you're feeling good. All right. So now that everything is well trained, we're going to go ahead and try and do a little bit of balancing. Balance is really, really, really important. If it's too hard, don't worry about it. I'll show you a different variation here. I want you to step your body weight into your right foot. So just go ahead and release that left leg and bring that left knee into your chest. If this is as far as you want to go, I'm perfectly fine with this. Just hang out here for 3 breaths. Otherwise, see if you can reach your left foot, maybe with just one hand. Oh, see, I lost it. Maybe with both. And find those 3 breaths here. And then very gently and gingerly place that left foot on the floor again. Good. Shift your body weight now onto the left foot. If you're new to balancing, this may be as far as you want to go. I want you to test it. Look at something that doesn't move. If you think you can, pull that knee up. Hold it with both hands. And maybe that is your final destination. If you think you can, reach and grab your right foot with both hands. And just stay here for 3 breaths. Very nice. And slowly place that right foot back on the floor. Beautiful. We're going to do that same thing one more time. I promise you, you're ready. Keep calming yourselves down with long breaths. Keep your gaze on something that doesn't move. And once again, we're on our right leg and we're swinging our left one, figuring things out. And maybe grabbing our left knee, or maybe going a little bit further down. 3. When you're done with your 3rd breath, gently place that left foot back on the floor. Note what is happening to the knee of the standing leg. Sometimes it's easier to keep it soft so that it can accommodate for all those muscles that are trying to figure out the balance. Sometimes it's easier to lock it, play with it. And again, swing your right leg now. You're on your left one. Draw that knee up. And then see if you want to go a little bit further. Very nice. And go ahead and release that leg. Good. Very, very wonderful. All right. So back on the mat, if you were off of it, I am off of it because I find that it's easier for me to keep my balance on a really solid foundation. Want your legs all the way in front of you again. Roll your shoulders up, back and down. Arms at a T, inhale. And with an exhale, fold forward. Keeping your back straight again. See if you can get a little bit closer to those toes. Or you need less of help up the towel, or perhaps you're using a strap, whatever it is. Just want to know if you have opened up. As you release whatever it is that you're holding, either towel or your feet, grab onto your right foot, soften your knee, and drag that knee towards your right underarm and your chest forward. So you really, really, really want to be as straight through your back as possible. And it should actually be so much easier to do. Straighten and bend. Compare it to where you were about 30 minutes ago. Is there an improvement? One more time. If there is, I have achieved my goal with you. Good. Release, fold forward. I'm forcing you to continue going into the stretch. Grab your left foot. Soften your knee and drag that leg with you. Knee is at 90 degrees towards your left underarm and you are pressing your chest forward. Back muscles are very engaged. We're going to give them a little break very shortly, I promise. Inhale, and with an exhale, straighten your leg just as far as you can, and hopefully better than in the beginning of this practice. And again, Last inhale. Bend it and slide back down together with that leg. Round your back, relax. Release your toes. You don't have to hold on to anything. With your next inhale, once again, activate everything. Wonderful. Roll your shoulders back. Your knees are bent. Remember this one? Good. You're either practicing your balance on your tail, like so. If you think you can, one arm, two arms, or possibly you're grabbing your toes and possibly straightening a little bit your legs. 3 breaths. Wherever you are absolutely wonderful. Remember, this is your practice. You're really using your core here. One last breath. And gently place your feet together. Drop your knees to sides. Grab your toes and bring your chest forward, round your back. Release your spinal muscles. Your inner thighs should be quite open, so this should be a comfortable stretch for you. Drop your head. Enjoy for the next 15 seconds. Very nice. Lift up. Place your knees together. Rotate yourself parallel to the long side of the mat and gently bring your spine back on the floor, one vertebra at a time. Good. Relax here for me for just a minute. Your feet are still on the floor, your knees are still bent. I want you to feel your entire back really, really flat against the mat. Every single muscle here is touching it. Your shoulder blades, all the muscles surrounding your spine. That flatness is important because you're giving yourself a break before our last challenge of the day. You're going to bring your feet closer to your hips. You're going to go ahead and draw your arms toward your heels and see if you can touch your heels with your hands. Good chance you won't. Don't worry about it. No big deal. What is a big deal is that you start to arch your back. You rotate your shoulders, like shimmying in those shoulders under you. And you're going to try and lift your hips as high as you can. And you're going to press into your arms to help you with this move. And go. We're staying here for 3 breaths again. And each time you're pressing into your arms and into the soles of your feet as high as you can. And gently release that. Maybe even round your shoulders a little bit as you're bringing them out. And again, flatten your back. We'll do that 2 more times. I want you to pay attention now to your knees and make sure that your knees do not suddenly start to fall apart. You want to keep them firmly in line with your hips. Ready? Arch your back. Roll your shoulders and shimmy them under and start to bring your hips up. If you think you can, clasp your hands on the floor under your hips and press them into the mat. This will help you arch your back. You don't have to do that. One more breath. Release your arms, round your shoulders right away, and bring your spine back on the floor. Rest here for 2 breaths. We'll do this one last time. And what I want you to start thinking about is how close can you bring your chest towards your chin? You're not tucking your chin. You're lifting your chest toward your chin. Ready? All right, round, immediately start to arch your back. So I have no distance right now in my lower back and with the mat. Rotate your shoulders and shimmy in under your spine, under your back rather. Inhale in with an exhale. Lift, press into your arms. Do not look right or left. Start to bring your chest, especially on an inhale, as close to your chin as you can. Relax your hands, round your shoulders, and slowly, one vertebra at a time, bring your spine back on the floor. We're gonna go for a set of stretches here now, yay! So I want you to go ahead and bring your right ankle over your left knee and start to bring that left knee towards your chest. You're grabbing it with both hands. If you think you can, press your right knee away from your chest as you're bringing your left knee towards your chest. You should feel a very wonderful stretch right here in your right glute and your right hip. Relax here, 15 more seconds, keep your breathing going. Sometimes it's convenient, or rather more comfortable, to press your right elbow into that right knee. Breathe. Good. Let's go ahead and release that and left ankle over your right knee. Now my left ankle, I kind of did something not very nice to it, so it's very angry with me. I'm going to go a little bit easy on it. Otherwise, once again, see if you can press your left elbow into that left knee and bring your right knee as close to your chest as you can. Breathe again. Breathe always. Breathe long. Breathe. Breathe. Okay, Google, play B Tribe. And from here, very, very gently, go ahead and release that. Now, keep that left ankle on top of your right knee and bring your arms to a T on the floor. Drop your right knee and your left foot on the floor to the right side of your body. And then from here, if it feels good, place your right hand on your left knee and push it a little bit further into the stretch. Nice big rotation here, should feel a wonderful stretch in the lower side of your left, in the lower left side of your spine. Two more breaths, please. Make them long. Keep relaxing your shoulders. Good. Release that right hand if you were holding your left knee. Lift all the way up, switch. Right ankle over your left knee. And from here, you're going to drop them to the left side of your body. And if it feels okay, and your right shoulder blade is still on the floor, press your left hand into your right knee and go a little bit deeper into this. Once again, it is mostly in the lower part of your right side of the spine. You possibly may be feeling it in your right glute. If you do, that's wonderful. That means that we're getting a little bit deeper. Relax your shoulders as always. Keep your breathing really long. Two more breaths, please. Very nice. And from here, you're going to go ahead and release that, coming back through the center. Release that right foot. Maybe swaying your legs side to side. Soften your lower back. Bring your knees towards your chest. Bring your nose towards your knees. And we're going to start preparing for full relaxation. But before we do that, I want you squeezing your body as hard as you possibly can. Every muscle. Ready? Take a nice deep inhale. Squeeze. You are so small. You're so tiny, 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 tiny. And with an exhale, go ahead and relax. Straighten your legs. Relax your arms. Wherever they may fall, maybe by your sides, doesn't really matter. What does matter is that you are giving in to this full relaxation of every single part of your body, whether it's a bone, a muscle. Start with your heart, relax it, release it. Calm down your lungs and your rib cage. Make your hips completely heavy and relaxed. Release your belly. Relax your thighs, your glutes. Let go of your knees. Let go of your shins, your ankles. Let go of every single toe. Take your time to relax them. They serve you day in and day out. Let them go. Gently switch your mind to your hands and do the same thing with your fingers. Relax them. Relax your wrists, your forearms, your elbows. They do so much work every single day. Relax the top part of your arms and your shoulders. Let them be really, really heavy into the mat, into the earth. And you're back at your heart and your lungs. Now release your throat. Relax your neck. And now the back of your head. Relax your face. This mat now is all that matters. There's nothing else outside. Just you and your very happy and very, very heavy body. With your next inhale, let the air in. And with a long exhale through your mouth, let it all out, all the way. With your next inhale, send that air through all those muscles that you have just relaxed. And with your next exhale, move that air once again out of your body. With your next inhale, reach your arms overhead. Keep your eyes closed. Maybe roll your head side to side, waking up your neck a little bit. And then from here, reach both of your arms toward the ceiling, peeling your head off the mat. Tuck your chin. Point your arms toward your toes and lift all the way up. You're back in a seated position. Open up your arms. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. And again. Reach your arms all the way up toward the ceiling. And fold forward one more time. See if you can actually reach your hands just a tiny bit deeper into the stretch. And from here, round your back, lift your body all the way up. Bring your hands to your heart center.